that they could compete in the workforce. The goal of New Beginnings is to strengthen those aspects of the program. Working with the Red Lake Nation College, Northwest Technical College, Bemidji State University, and the Red Lake Schools, New Beginnings strives to get back to that original model and mission and support the educational goals of the Red Lake Band members. Enrollment in the GED program is up, and the child care program at New Beginnings has seen increases in participation. This year, New Beginnings is planning a GED graduation ceremony at Red Lake for those students that have completed their studies through the program. Presently, the only graduation ceremony for GED graduates is held at Bemidji. This is an additional information. There's New Beginnings, I think, has a booth out here. If you want additional information, just wherever Rob Bolio is speaking in a very loud voice, that's where they'll be. It's one of the workers over there. A Boys and Girls Club Youth of the Year is Darian Cobanese. Our 2010 Youth of the Year is Darian Cobanese of Red Lake. Darian's parents are Kim Cook and Michael Cobanese, and he currently lives with his grandparents, Fabian and Missy Cook of Red Lake. When Darian first came to the club as a youth worker through New Beginnings, he was very shy, pretty much kept to himself and hung around in the gym playing basketball. Over time, Darian's confidence has grown and he has applied himself at the club, even though he's no longer paid to do so. He is now a junior staff member. Darian is a junior at Red Lake High School, where he maintains a 3.0 average and plays on the Red Lake Warriors basketball team. In May, Darian will represent the Red Lake Nation Boys and Girls Club at the annual Minnesota Youth of the Year gathering in St. Cloud, Minnesota, where he is nominated also as a State of the Year, State Boys and Girls Club Youth of the Year candidate. We wish you all well, Darian. If you're here, are you here? Is Darian Cobanese here? Anybody? He's too shy. We wish you well, Darian. Good luck, and to you, a big ho-wah. Let's give him a round of applause. Recently, the Red Lake Hospital celebrated the grand opening of a new 18,500 square addition to our public health facility. The contractor selected was Red Lake Builders. The two-story addition will provide for dental, optometry, and medical record space. The lower level that is scheduled in phase 2 of the project will contain business offices, biomedical, engineering, conference rooms, restrooms, and an elevator. Most of the construction was completed by December of 2010 at a cost of $7 million. The expansion will better serve patients and cut waiting times. Additional staff includes 2 dentists, 2 nurse practitioners, 1 physical therapist, and a pharmacist has been hired to meet the needs of additional services provided. The dental clinic now has 11 bays, and it has already increased service to band members by 23% and is now available to provide same-day appointments. Also, the emergency care unit is right now, I believe, doing same-day appointments in the old dental office there, so that people don't have to wait as long and they can be seen as soon as they come in. So those are improvements that have just recently taken place. Public health. Last month, the Red Lake, White Earth, and Leech Lake Ojibwe Nations convened a meeting at White Earth to discuss economic development, gaming, Minnesota state politics, tribal state tax agreements, and social issues that affect all 3 of Minnesota's largest tribes. One issue that is negatively impacting all 3 tribes is the abuse of prescription drugs. Tribes nationwide have taken action to address drugs, guns, gangs, drug trafficking, and the illegal use of hard drugs such as crack cocaine, methamphetamine, and heroin. But continuous challenges present themselves to tribes. As one drug is suppressed, another one moves to the forefront to take its place as the drug of choice. Such is the case here at Red Lake with prescription drug abuse. Shortly after our meeting at White Earth, the White Earth Nation declared a public health emergency in response to what they feel is an epidemic that is plaguing the new country. Today, here, as Tribal Chairman of the Red Lake Band, I am officially declaring a public health emergency here at Red Lake as well. I'm directing all tribal agencies and enterprises to take whatever action necessary to curb the scourge of prescription drug abuse within our communities, our workplaces, businesses, and throughout our tribe as a whole. We cannot afford another life lost or another broken family because of the addictions that are plaguing our communities. I would like to share some statistics that were made available by Gary Wamunsi of IHS and also Oren Molio of Comprehensive Health. In 2007 alone, in America, 38,371 people died of drug-induced causes. In 2009, there were more than 1 million emergency room visits due to the misuse of pharmaceuticals. That is nearly double the number from 2004. From 1998 to 2008, a 10-year period, there was a 400% jump in a number of people seeking treatment for addiction to painkillers.
So do we have?
Probably most alarming is that in many states, more people are dying from prescription drug abuse than are dying from car accidents.
Now you can.
We're in a national trend here at Red Lake.
Did you get it? Yeah. Well,
I've been notified by the Indian Health Service, Comprehensive Health, Public Safety, and the Tribal Executive Director that oversees all tribal programs, that a comprehensive analysis of the situation will be initiated and action plans will be presented to the Red Lake Band leadership in the near future. I'd like to commend Chairwoman Bisner and the wider Tribal Council for the stance they have taken on this issue. And here at home, I applaud the Red Lake Tribal Council and chiefs for their leadership and concern for the Red Lake people. Red Lake Nation Propane was established in 2009, and I'm proud to report that we finally have our own propane company. And the company's on to great stuff. Red Lake Nation Propane opened for business on Memorial Weekend, and we're extremely excited about having our own company. The company has been working through several bugs in the first few months and made a couple mistakes here and there, but as things go along, our customer service is getting better, and the service is really up there with everybody else. One of the goals in the first year of operation was to install 200 propane tanks on the res. Red Lake Propane has exceeded that goal and has installed 263 residential tanks and 43 tribal commercial tanks for a total of 306 tribal customers that have switched over at this point. This project has created 4 full-time jobs and is meeting the needs of the band members. Our company has its own delivery trucks, tanks, and the capability to service all areas of the reservation and surrounding communities. Red Lake Nation Fuels has an open door policy and is willing to work through any issues with customers. One of the biggest complaints, I think, was people were feeling that Border Town and other fuel companies were not really working with them to address their problems, and those people were running out, and they felt they were getting gouged by high fees and different types of things were happening. So that also factored into the band's decision to go into the business ourselves. Their customer safety is the number one objective, and also to provide good service. And they plan to do a series of district meetings to report on the business and to meet face-to-face with customers regarding consumer responsibilities as well. Because one of the things that was happening is people were saying, well, geez, I ran out of propane. And someone said, well, did you go check it? Oh, no. Yeah, you should probably go out and check it every now and then. They said if you report when it's like about 20%, there'll be plenty of time to get to your house and make sure that you get it filled up again. I think they even have a system there where they'll just automatically come and give you propane if you decide that that's the option that you want to take. Other Minnesota tribes are inquiring about our business now and how they can start their own programs or potentially even become customers of Red Lake Nation Propane.